The most powerful thing about being a small content creator is that you have this one superpower that many of the bigger people, and when we do get big or you do get bigger, won't be able to do. And that's the freedom of experimentation. You can just try shit, you know, you can just give it a go, because at this point, you really don't have a huge audience. You can't really tick anyone off, or if you do, I mean, you're not really making much, or if making anything. You're just creating it, at this point, out of joy and passion for what you do, or you're just crazy, or a little bit of both. I think it equally takes a little portion of both of those. But you can get out and try stuff, and you can experiment. And that's the process that we try to ignore. We see the people that are great and are doing all these phenomenal things, getting all these big endorsement deals, making money, got all the cool clothes, uh, doing all the shows, got all the holes, and everything else is going on. And we bypass the part of maybe how did some of those people get there. And I've been seeing, and this is not everyone, but for me, I did research on my own. I went and looked at some of the top people and some of the people that I like, that are kind of at a certain higher point, and what they were doing. And I saw a lot of things, but one of the consistent things is I saw a large catalog of content. Okay. And that already was there. And I saw those people were doing various things up until the point where they hit their stride and hit their niche. Well, so many people start like doing content creation, and I'll say in a big portion, a lot, 6 months, most of them are gone. You got 10, maybe two are still going. We underestimate the amount of effort that it legitimately takes. So first of all, how did they get to their niche? How are they knocking out a lot of those big videos? Well, it's because they were experimenting and trying stuff. How did they hit their niche? Well, because they were experimenting and trying stuff, and they also built a library of content. We have to be real about this. Everybody's out here creating content. Anybody can get started right now creating content. If you're watching this, you can get started creating content. You're either watching this from a phone or a computer. They have a webcam, something. Everybody has access to a cell phone. You can get started. So it raises the bar a little bit of the amount of work that needs to go in. I totally disagree with a lot of these gurus that I used to follow saying, oh, you got to get out at least one a week or three a week. You know, if you can, do that. I'm just going by what I see some of the people at the top. Most of these people got over 1,000 videos. I'm not saying that's a magic number, or that's your magic number or my magic number, but that's just what I saw. I also saw them experimenting. Now, the joy, because we find so much of the limitations and the things that are wrong by being a small content creator like myself right now. We look at so many of those things like, oh, I can't get this. I don't have access to this. I got to go to work. I can't shoot content all day like I want. I don't have nobody to help me. This, and that. But I started looking, and there's been a lot going on with me in this past week, where what is the benefits do I have? And the benefits have is that I can do whatever I want to do. I can put out 100 videos or 500 videos of me doing the worm down the beach, back and forth in different outfits. Anything. Am I saying that that's going to work and that's the best thing to do? No. The problem comes in is that a lot of smaller or new content creators, you aren't putting in the work. It's just legitimately putting in the work. You can't get to what your stride is or your thing is because you haven't done enough reps. You're not doing it enough. You haven't experimented enough. And it's sad when I see, like, and I was one of them, new content creator, um, you know, probably really one of the reasons I took a year off, because from creating any content, posting anything, is because I felt like I was lured into doing something that oh yeah, it was getting me the views and being popular, but at the end of the day, I wanted to do different things, and you can't experiment. That's when you get big and you get solidified, you're gonna miss the days where you could just get out here and try something and see if it works. You're gonna miss those days, but that's the big benefit. I saw the benefit for me was that I can try stuff. And the benefit for you being new is try stuff. You got to try different things to find out what your stride is. You know, I may sit out here and I've shot over during there 400 videos plus out here on the beach. But I may shoot that one video in my car and that may be the takeoff. But if I don't experiment, and I'm not saying that's the switch, but small changes, talking about different topics, maybe try talking about things that you actually care about and are interested in or have an opinion on, and that's the benefit. The benefit of being a small creator is that you can experiment. The catch thing that comes with it is that, are you going to be legitimate and have the guts enough to experiment? Or are you going to get in line and produce some of the same mass produced AI, cookie cutter, same catchphrases, or you're going to be original content creator? And I think that's where the future is going. That's the benefit, to be able to experiment. So whatever you're doing out there, get out there, be open and honest and willing to experiment and use this benefit. And I'm using it. We got to use this benefit while we can, because there will come a time where you've hit your niche and your stride, and you just got to milk that, and you got to hit that because you technically found out what people want to hear, see, or experience from you.